Have you ever had the wrong idea about someone? A few years ago, I got transferred to a new job as head manager. Right when I stepped into the building, my assistant pulled me aside and warned me about a guy named Kevin. She said he had a short fuse, didn't follow instructions, and once kicked a hole in the drywall during a team meeting. Apparently, nobody liked working with him, and they all tried to steer clear. When I finally met him, he was unloading boxes by the dock. He wore a beanie pulled low, hoodie up, earbuds in, and didn't even glance in my direction when I greeted him. His body language said everything. He didn't want to talk, and I didn't push it. For the first couple weeks, we barely interacted. I noticed how the team avoided him, how they never asked him for help, and how he stayed quiet during meetings. Still, he got his work done, and despite the reputation, I didn't see anything out of line. One Friday night, I stayed late trying to finish up some reports. I heard movement in the back and went to check, thinking someone forgot to clock out. It was Kevin, alone, scrubbing the rollers on the sorting machines. Everyone else had already gone home. "You don't need to clean those. Maintenance will get to it Monday," I said. He glanced over without stopping. "If you let it sit, the belts stick. Makes things worse next week." I grabbed a rag and helped without saying much. We worked in silence for a while, just the sound of water dripping and fabric wiping metal. At some point I asked, "You always stay late doing this?" "Only when it's a mess," he said. After that, things started to shift. Kevin didn't say much, but he began nodding at me when we passed in the hall. A few days later, I caught him fixing a fan in the break room. He had the casing off and was elbow deep inside it. "Did someone put in a ticket for that?" I asked. "They won't show up for a week. It's just easier if I take care of it." I handed him a cold soda from the fridge. He took it, nodded once, and sat down beside the open fan to finish the job. That was the first time I saw him actually relax. From there, it became routine. Sometimes we stayed after work and cleaned up together. One night he pulled out a small speaker and played some old Motown tracks while we worked. I complimented his music, and he said it reminded him of his mom cleaning on Sundays. Over time, he started bringing food. At first, it was just a thermos of chili he offered me. It was way too spicy, but I said it was good anyway. He raised an eyebrow and laughed when I coughed. He started packing extra servings on Fridays, and we'd sit near the back entrance eating off plastic lids, talking about anything but work. He told me he used to run his own shop until his brother got sick. Said everything fell apart after that. The business failed, his marriage ended, and he was just trying to get through each day without making noise. One night after a long shift, he handed me a folded piece of notebook paper before heading out. "I'm not great with words," he said, "but I wanted to say thanks." The note said, "Thanks for seeing me like I still mattered. It's been a while since anyone did." I keep it tucked in my desk drawer. Funny how the guy everyone told me to stay away from turned out to be the one I trusted most.